Hello and welcome to another episode of G63 Dad. I am G63 Dad and I am here to solve your business problems as they are. A man has just sounded his horn at me for going on the road like a normal person. Don't know what that dude's problem is. Sorry. Anyway, G63 Dad is here to solve your problems, and G63 Dad wants to talk. I don't know why I'm talking in the third person actually. I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm going to stop that immediately. I am here today to talk to you about a very simple affair, right? A very simple affair. I want to talk to you today about what it means to actually be in business and what it means to progress. And specifically, I want to talk to you about the importance of finding a mentor in business, because it's great that you might have an idea, you might want to start a business, you're making progress, right? But the way that you truly make progress is learning from a mentor. Now, what does it mean to learn from a mentor? Like, why should you learn from a mentor? And how do you find the right one? So I'm going to talk about why first, then I'm going to explain the how, in my opinion. I'm going to explain how I did it, and basically what that did for me as well. So first and foremost, right, why do you need a mentor? Like, what does it bring to the table, right? Why should you do this? So, think about logically, right? You're trying to run a business and mistakes cost money in business, right? If you make errors, if you make mistakes, it's going to cost you money effectively. If you do something wrong, or maybe you're going to try a new product, you buy loads of stuff and then none of it sells, that's cost you loads of cash, right? It's bad. That's a bad time. You want to avoid mistakes as much as possible. That's not to say that you shouldn't make mistakes. You definitely should, right? Because making mistakes helps you learn. But where you can learn from someone else's mistakes and avoid making them, right? That's even better, because it still costs you money, right? You're still going to have, you can buy courses, you're going to buy learning products, you're going to pay mentorship, whatever. Like, you're still learning from someone else's mistakes. So the first thing that you're doing, right, or the first reason at least that you should have a mentor in your life, a business mentor, is so that you can basically buy their mistakes, right? You're buying the time that they have lost by engaging with them. You're investing time to get time back, if that makes sense, by not making the mistakes that they've already made. It could be simple stuff like, this is how you do a product launch properly, this is how you do this properly, X, Y, and Z, right? There's tons and tons of stuff basically that someone else will have experienced, and you can effectively buy that experience from them in order to avoid the pitfalls that they have perhaps suffered. You're still going to suffer your own pitfalls. It's not a magic bullet, but it allows you to sort of accelerate time. It allows you to speed up time and time travel to a future where you've made less mistakes and you've come along faster. And that's the first thing, right? The second thing is that most mentors are going to have valuable tools. They're going to have valuable tools and other insights that you can piggyback on. Most mentors are going to have products that they use that they've already tested. Then again, I suppose it's similar to buying their mistakes realistically. Like, most of them are going to have tools, techniques, processes, technology that you can borrow or outright steal, quite frankly, to your benefit. And again, to that end, that's going to help you accelerate time. You're going to be able to scale up faster because your mentor has the tech to do that. He has the processes in place. He knows how to upskill like new employees fast, and he teaches you how to do that. I say he, it could be a she. That's 2024. Your mentor can be whatever they want to be. But they basically have the technology and the techniques to help you scale faster, right? So not just avoiding mistakes, but growth as well. Mentors bring growth. Now, what should you be looking for in a mentor? That's probably the second question, right? Because it actually tails then into why you should have a mentor. A mentor, in my opinion, should be someone that knows the stuff you don't, and someone that you can actually listen to. So let me break that back a little bit, because actually it's a sort of weird concept, right? By that I mean, have you ever met someone and you just don't like the cut of their jib? You just don't like their face. You don't want to hear what they've got to say. That person's not your mentor, and the reason they're not your mentor is because you don't have time for them. And that could be for any number of reasons. Maybe you don't like some brand they're associated with. Maybe you don't like one video they made a long time ago. There's a lot of different reasons why you might just not like someone. And realistically, that person's not going to be a great mentor for you. You need to actually believe in what they're telling you, otherwise you're not going to make any progress with them, right? So if you inherently just don't like someone, don't ask them to be your mentor. It's not going to help you, right? You're just not going to listen to. You're gonna be against what they're telling you. You're not going to want to work in partnership with them. You're going to work against them effectively, right? You may do it subconsciously, but you are definitely going to do it, and it's going to be bad, right? That's the first thing. So what you're looking for is someone that you believe in, right? And also look for someone who has everything you want in terms of their achievements. Do you want to achieve something? Has this person achieved it? If they have, then they're probably a good choice for your mentor. If you want to be a guy who makes 6 figures a month, then find a 6-figure mentor. If you want to be a guy that makes 7 figures a month, find a 7-figure mentor. So on and so forth. If you want to be a person who owns a mansion, find someone who owns a mansion. If you want to be a guy who owns a Ferrari, find someone who owns a Ferrari, right? That's what you're, because if they haven't done the thing that you want to do, then they can't help you do the thing ultimately that you want to do. Now, obviously, you don't have to find, if you want to buy a Lambo, for example, and you find a mentor that's got a Ferrari, they can definitely help you buy a Lambo. It's not, they're interchangeable, right? It doesn't need to be as specific as I've said there. But like, what I'm saying is find someone who has an equal measure of success to the thing that you want. That's the kind of mentor you require, because they can take you on the journey that they've been on. Because ultimately, like, success is it's an A to B journey, right? There's lots of squiggling in the middle. You might not go straight A to B. You might go A to C to L to M, and then eventually to B. Like, you zigzag all over the place. But ultimately, that up and down journey, it still ends at A to B. And if someone's travelled the road that you want to travel, they can give you directions effectively on that road, right? It just makes sense. So what you want to do is ultimately you want to find someone that is likeable to you, someone that you have got respect for, someone that you can give the time of day to. And then on top of that, they have achieved the thing you want to achieve. And the final thing you need to look for in a mentor is credibility, right? If someone says they've achieved what you want to achieve, have they actually achieved it? That's the final part of the puzzle, right? There are so many mentors out there, or I heard the word gurus the other day. Gurus, furus, fake gurus. There are so many of these people on the internet now that are claiming to be, you know, oh, I've got the lifestyle, I have this, I have that, but they really don't, right? You need to check that credibility. There are people selling courses that don't have the life. There are people, you know, selling products that they don't know what they're doing. It's all over, it's rife on the internet. And if you're going to truly take on a mentor on a one-to-one relationship, someone that's actually going to mentor you, you either need to make sure they've got a team and the infrastructure to take you on, or you need to make sure that you've got, you know, like they've got that validity about them. Check them out properly. Check out their socials. Check out their business. Look for testimonials. Ask the questions that need to be asked in order for you to understand if this person is truly what they say they are. And if all 3 of those things are met, then ask them to be your mentor. That's only one of the barriers, because they might just tell you no. And if they tell you no, you're back to the start, looking again. Or you need to convince them. You need to persuade them. You need to persuade that individual. If you think they're truly your best shot, they're your best mentor, that you really want them to be that guy for you, that woman, that person for you, then you need to convince them that you are worth their time. You are worth their time investment, right? That's what you're looking for in a mentor. So I've sort of told you what they bring, and also, yeah, I suppose I've also given you the rest of the answer in that. That's how you find a mentor. You wanna be searching high and low, looking for people. You want to be networking. That's the true. Why, it's so sunny. Sorry, I can't see anything. I'm gonna go blind. You want to find, you know, someone via networking. You're looking everywhere to find a mentor. You need to basically go ahead and search all the corners of all the realms. Digital, physical, going to conferences, going to different places. You're going to be going to, you know, you're going to be getting into different communities online in the industry that you want to get involved in, etc., etc. And that's how you find a mentor. That's it. It's one of the things you want to do is be networking in a community, right? Networking in a community, which, like, conveniently brings me to my next point, is that I am actually involved in a community right now. There's a brand new sort of big push Many of you involved in the sort of marketing world, you might know Alex Hormozy. Alex Hormozy's partnered up with school, and I have actually started a community with my mentor, Dylan OFM. We've started a community on school that helps people explore how our business model works and how they can get involved in that. And there is so much information, there's so much free value. The group is really popping off. People just putting free value in there, and not even us. The community is putting free value in there. Even I learned something yesterday, which, like, sometimes a little bit ego, but like I was surprised. I was like, I did not know this. This is actually really cool. So like, that's the kind of thing you want to be getting involved in. You want to get involved in communities like that one. I would obviously encourage you to get involved in my community because it's awesome, right? But, like, even if my community is not the one for you, get involved in the community that helps you get to where you want to go, because you'll probably find mentors in there. And finally, your mentor doesn't have to be, your mentor doesn't have to be a millionaire to be your mentor, right? Your mentor could be someone who's just earning 10k a month. That's your first mentor. That's the person you want to be. So work with that person until you achieve that. You can have more than one mentor. You can have mentors across the entire journey and moving on to different people. Don't be scared to exceed your mentor. You can get a new mentor if you get too big. You know what I'm saying? Like, if your mentor doesn't grow past the point where you are and you outgrow them, that's okay. That's fine. Don't be a dick about it. But, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can get a new person, you can work with new people all the time. I do it constantly. I'm always networking and engaging with new people inside and outside of my industry. It's happening all the time. So, yeah, that's my thoughts on mentoring. There you go. And, yeah. Sorry, I was totally sidetracked there. So I was just looking, like, some guy just pulled out in front of me, and he just stopped in the middle of the road. I couldn't figure out what he was doing. So, yeah, anyway. That's it. That's my thoughts on mentoring. If you are interested in what I do, and if you're interested in sort of, the digital marketing and sort of talent management business, then I'm going to leave a link in the description to our school community, and you can come and join and have a conversation about how we do it and what we do. I could be your mentor if that's what you want. Come and have that conversation with me. Hit that subscribe button and follow me to get notifications about when I post. I put up a video at least every 5 days. I try to do it on the weekdays. And obviously you can follow me on IG, etc, etc. I would obviously love to still get questions in the comments, so feel free to put questions in the comments or DM me somewhere else. Give me any questions, ideas for future videos that you want to see, and I will get those made for you. I love to make videos out of questions rather than just out of my own brain. Honestly, it's easier. So, and I think there's more value if you've asked a question. So there. Other than that, school links in the bio. I'd love to see you in there, so get clicking, get joining, get some awesome value out of the community, and hit me up when you join as well. Hit me up when you join and I'll give you some free sauce. There we go. What a time to be alive. Great. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Peace.